Share with us a little more about what Earthbound will look like.
It's going to be a microeducation project. We're going to start with 12, 15 families, and it's going to be based in southern Tuscany in a town called Capalbio, which is the southmost tip of Tuscany, closest to Rome. So it's an hour and 15 minutes from Rome. So it's, again, from Boundless, we've learned that you want to be close to a big city and airport, but it's going to be in the countryside. And on the beach. I was fortunate. This friend of mine has this incredible property, which is 1,000 hectares, which is huge for Italy. And it's right on the coast, and it's a WWF oasis. So on it, he has lakes and flamingos and regenerative agriculture. That's kind of his main business. But they have a glamping site with 60 bungalows, really beautiful, and it's kind of eco lux. And then they have 27 villas on this property, and we are renting 12 to 15 of the bungalows. They're 2 bedroom, 2 bathrooms, right on the beach. And the whole idea is that we're all living together. Everybody's got their own space, but we're all on the same location, immersed in nature, right on the beach. There's a few pools, a spa, bistros, restaurants. I mean, it's quite high end, but it's super beautiful. And then we have a villa where we will be doing the school. And again, the whole point is that the classroom is everywhere. So we have the villa, but which we can probably fit up to 35, 40 students. But the whole point is that the classroom is everywhere, right? So walllessness, learning. And another good friend of mine is the lead alternative educator in Italy. He started 27 4 schools in Italy. So he's got a lot of contacts, and he's going to be the principal of the school. His name is Danilo, and he has put together a great team of educators, mostly Waldorf based educators, Italian, and a Spanish woman. But it's going to be bilingual, so it's going to be English, Italian. So everybody obviously is fluent in both. We'll probably throw some Spanish in there as well, since we have a Spanish educator. It's going to be for ages 4 to 11. Mixed age classes, super small groups, like 6-to-1 student teacher ratio. And the curriculum is going to be very much tailored for every child, because it's so small, and because we have the time to do it. We wanted to make sure that it was done exactly how we wanted to do it, because it's not something that we want to grow into a business. It's not. I don't want to compete with Boundless. We're not looking to have 10 locations around the world. We just want to have one location where we put our roots down for 6 months of the year. So we're doing spring and fall. So it's 12 weeks on, 12 weeks off, for a few reasons. The Schengen reason, but also the location is a tourism location, so they're giving us the shoulder season. We couldn't be there for the summer, for example, because that's their high season. And in the winter, to be honest, we prefer to be somewhere else, whether it's the mountains or Thailand or wherever.
What do you envision for a perfect day at the Earthbound Education Center or for the families that are participating?
The kids get picked up. We have a van service, because it's all on the same property, but it's so big that it's a beautiful private road in the middle of the property, but it's 10 kilometers away. And they're in school, I think, from 9 till 3:30. We have 4 educators. We have a local cook who's going to be making farm to table food. The kids will participate in the cooking activities, making pasta, making pizza. We'll have permaculture gardens and a few animals. So, the kids will get their hands dirty doing that as well. We'll also have an outdoor kind of builder educator. So she will help, she will build, I don't know, tree houses with the kids, or whatever it is that they decide to build. So we have the opportunity to do all of that. Plus, we are 500 meters from the beach. It's just wild. We're in nature. There's just fields, forests, and wild beaches in front of us. Again, yeah, the whole point is that it's not just about outdoor education, like you're reading a book outside. It's that the classroom is everywhere, right? It's doing a project, and within that project, you're learning about a little bit about everything. But we do want to make sure that the academics are superior. So, we've hired high quality educators, and we're paying them more than most schools do in Italy, just because we want to invest in the educators that we're giving to our children. And as far as the families go, there's a ton of activities that one can do, from sailing to biking. I mean, the great thing about Capalbio is that you got the countryside behind you and the sea in front of you. So you get the best of both worlds, right? Like, I like horse riding. I'm going to take my horses there. It's an incredible place to bike. You can do the wine harvest, the olive harvest. So making olive oil, making wine. And then on the other side, you have the beach. So obviously beach life, sailing, island hopping. There's a beautiful archipelago there. beautiful peninsula called Argentario. And then you're an hour and 15 minutes from Rome. So you can, you can jump on a train and go to Rome for the day. You do need a car to be there. We're in the countryside and you need a car. We're providing a van to take the kids to school, but you need a car to go to farmer's market or the supermarket or the pharmacy or whatever. The closest towns are 10 minutes away. Capalbio is a beautiful medieval town perched on top of a hill. And then there was Orbetello, which is like a coastal town, also super beautiful. So yeah, tons of visiting. I mean, you're in Siena in less than an hour. You're in Montalcino where they make Brunello in less than an hour. Saturnia, which is like the most famous spa town, is right there. So there's a ton of stuff to do. But the great thing is that we're all going to be living next to each other, right? What I envision it is a lot of us hanging out at the bistro. We have a co-working space there, kids running around on the property. We have a pool, like a shared pool all together. So it's very much communal living.